Welcome to History Adventuring. This is episode number 166. I'm Brad Hall, and today we're asking, why do you live in Phoenix, and why do you stay there? I've always been inquisitive, which nowadays I call being intellectually curious. And of course, everyone starts out that way. I'm sure that both you and I asked embarrassing questions when we were little kids, usually very loud, like, why is that man so fat, Mommy? And we rarely got answers. Speaking for myself, I was just given a shush, which I deserved. But I was so insistent on asking stuff that finally my mom gave up and showed me where the library was. And over the years, I've toned down my questions, but I still ask them. And since I'm interested in the history of Phoenix, Arizona, someone will realize that I'm not asking, why in the world do you live in Phoenix, especially in the summer? I love to listen. And since many people simply say, I was born here, I've extended the question to, why do you live in Phoenix? And why do you stay there? Okay, I'll go first. I hated the snow and cold of Minneapolis, where I grew up. And when I was old enough to buy a car and figured out which way was west, I was out of there. I didn't stay in Phoenix after I graduated from college. I moved to California for several years, but I was never comfortable there. When I moved back to Phoenix, I decided to stay, like forever. Probably the most common reason that I hear people continue to live in Phoenix, whether they were born there or moved there, is family. Family is a very strong tie, and I know people who absolutely hate living in Phoenix, but do so because of family, maybe parents, maybe children. I've known people who seem kind of lost about my age, whose children have grown up and moved away, and whose parents have died. And they have to think of other reasons. Sometimes they can't think of any, and they leave. But please don't get me wrong. I'm not critical of where anybody chooses to live. Hey, you gotta live somewhere, right? I had friends in LA who needed to be there because their industry, the movies, was there. I would sometimes sit with them at the Sunset Grill and gaze out at the Auburn sky. But we'd have another beer and think that maybe we'd leave come springtime. But all our friends were there. I live in Glendale, a suburb of Phoenix, and it's my dearest wish to remain here for the rest of my life. I figure that I'm good for 100, at least 90 years of life. And since I've kept refinancing my house, I'll probably never live long enough to pay off the mortgage. But it doesn't matter. I won't be selling this house. And as long as Social Security keeps sending me money every month, I can cover my expenses, which are very low. I love the clear blue desert skies. I love the golden color of the light in the mornings and evenings. I could go on, and I will. So tell me, why do you live in Phoenix? And why do you stay there? Or wherever you are? This has been History Adventuring. I'll talk to you later.